What's good, everyone? Welcome back to Level 11. Today, we are going to go over the Summer Game Fest show that happened yesterday. It ran for about 2 hours. I did not get to see the show live. I don't feel like I missed out, though. Not that I'm trying to bag on the show or anything. It's just to kind of have it flow like an actual public thing. It needs to have X amount of advertisements and, other games that just might not be of my personal interest and things like that. So, for better or for worse, I think I'm just going to go over what interested me in some way here today. So if you guys enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, let me know in the comments what you think about this stuff down below, and ring that notification bell. Thank you guys for your support, and we'll get right into it. So, LEGO Horizons Adventures was announced. This is a LEGO game based on the Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West franchise that Sony has released on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, and I think they got the first game on PC, maybe the second as well. Anyway, they got this LEGO Horizon Adventures game announced, and it's coming out for PlayStation, it's coming out for PC, and it's coming out for Nintendo Switch. That caught me off guard. I did not expect to see Sony IP getting announced for Nintendo hardware. Microsoft, sure. Sony? Wow, that's actually pretty, for me, that's pretty surprising. So, anyway, we're going to go right into Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. I'm not going to be going over every game. I'm just going over ones I have thoughts on. So with that in mind, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions was announced, and I wish they had just put it into Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not going to play this. I don't really care. I feel like it would play better as a single-player feature in Hogwarts Legacy than as a, well, whatever this is. I mean, they could do a multiplayer one correctly, but I don't expect this to knock my socks off. And if I see all the rave about it online, I'll give it a shot. But I don't think that's going to happen. So Cuff Bust looks pretty funny. That looks like a pretty fun indie game, releasing as soon as 2025 is what the vibe was that I was getting from that, more or less. Star Wars Outlaws, gameplay reveal coming June 10th at the Ubisoft Forward. So one thing that I found interesting about that is, you're going to see a little bit of that from this show. There's a lot of stuff that was here that didn't have a lot of gameplay, and on top of that, they would just announce the game and then be like, hey, check out the gameplay later on, whether it's next week or as late as, a few months down the line. And I'm actually gonna have another example of that, well, months down the line specifically, with Civilization 7 gameplay reveal coming out in August. So yeah, there you have it. Another game coming out in August, Black Myth Wukong, also had a CGI only trailer. However, we've seen a lot of gameplay of that at this point. A lot of us are pretty sold on the game, or at least excited to see reviews come out and see what people think about it, what the Metacritic score is, or at least what trusted reviewers say. And we'll just move on. Batman Arkham Shadow coming out for Oculus Quest 3 gameplay to be shown at Gamescom, releasing this fall. And there you go. I just keep on sounding like a broken record on that front. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero was brought up next. We got a release date of October 11th. I'm pretty interested in this one. I haven't actually bought a Dragon Ball game in a long time, but I've been tempted to buy Fighters. I've seen it on sale all the time. It's just I know that almost no one is going to be willing to play it with me, to be honest. That's kind of the main reason why I don't really play fighting games, is just no one wants to play them in my circle of people that I know, unfortunately. And I don't really play these games online, so I'm not that good. I'm kind of somewhere in between. I'm not good enough to play online, but I am way too much better than anyone else who would ever possibly want to play. Because I remember, small tangent, sorry about this. I played Pokken Tournament. That was the last fighting game I played, I think. And I was just fucking smoking all my friends, dude. It wasn't even fair. So, it is what it is. I mean, I played Mortal Kombat back on the PS3. And I remember that being fun back in the day. That was 10 years ago, It's whole different, chapter of my life now. None of those people I even associate with anymore. So, anyway, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero looks pretty good, though. And I like Budokai, the first one in particular. So I might get this one. This one's, I'm not sure, but they kind of keep going back and forth on whether or not this is going to have local multiplayer as far as just the store listings specifically, not the developers or publishers themselves or anything like that. So we'll see. But anyway, we're going to move on. Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind. It reminds me a lot of Shredder's Revenge, as it probably does a lot of people, and that's probably the concept that they were going with, is hey, you remember that Power Rangers game on the Super Nintendo? Maybe we do something like that. And, it actually does look pretty cool. I watched Power Rangers as a kid, so you know, I see the appeal. I actually watched Power Rangers more than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was more of a Power Rangers kid myself, so, you know, I never had a Super Nintendo, though, so that's kind of where I'm like, well, you know, I'm good either way. But it does look cool. Anyway, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it looks good. I'm interested in it. You know, that's kind of all I have to say about it. I never played the first one, but I'm interested in the second one for sure when it does drop. Killer Bean early access this summer. That looks good. I'm pretty interested in that. I might give that a go when early access does drop. We got Sonic X Shadow or Sonic Cross Shadow. I think I don't know. Sonic and Shadow Generations. That just rolls off the tongue better. Sonic and Shadow Generations. I liked Sonic Generations, but I didn't like it as much as I would have liked to, or as much as I thought I would. So, you know, we'll see how this one goes, but I like Shadow as a character. I played Shadow the Hedgehog as a kid. I wish I hadn't. Anyway, Dark and Darker. That is a free-to-play game that's apparently pretty popular. Mr. Matty Plays, when he was talking about Summer Game Fest, he said that it looked kind of janky to him, but it looked like something that could appeal to me based on the type of Flash games I liked as a kid. So, I mean, if you're around that age, maybe you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. We're gonna move on. They showed off Skate, which I'm interested in. I've never played Skate before, but I was a big Tony Hawk fan growing up as a kid. I had my own skateboard, and I liked skateboarding as a kid. You know, a lot of us kind of just went through that phase at the time. It was just a thing. But it was fun. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 in particular was one that I played a lot, as well as Tony Hawk's Underground. But yeah, I want to see this new skate game come out, and you know, they just seem to be developing it at a snail's pace with all these, like, I don't know, playtesting and stuff. I feel like I should get in on that and help out, you know, because it sounds like fun, but geez, we got to get this game out, you guys. What's going on? Anyway, Monster Hunter Wilds was shown off, and crossplay was confirmed. I don't know if that was necessarily in the show or if it was on their website afterwards, but a lot of word went out that, hey, Monster Hunter Wilds is going to have crossplay for multiplayer, and that was a relief to hear. Now, I don't remember whether or not we got any confirmation as to whether or not Monster Hunter Wilds will be on PC day one as well as console, but I've talked about in the past how if it is coming on PC, that I might double dip for it, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm super stoked for that game. I'm day one somehow, I think. I don't think I could wait for a whole year. I'll probably just double dip. But anyway, Phantom Blade Zero was the final game that they showed. They showed more gameplay. It looks good. You know, it was like, we'll see how it goes, but it looks good. I mean, I think Jeff Keighley did a good job of trying to temper expectations as far as the show was concerned. They didn't have like a one more thing or anything like that. And if, you know, they had to end on something, I think that those two games was a pretty strong ending for me anyway, because I want more. I'll take all the gameplay I can get of Monster Hunter Wilds at least to a degree, and then once I've seen enough, I'm going to be like, okay, yeah, no more spoilers or anything. Maybe. We'll see. But anyway, Summer Game Fest, the main thing that the internet took away from it, I think, was, I mean, the Lego Horizon Adventures game going to Switch, to be honest, like a Sony IP going to a Nintendo console. Pretty wild in my opinion, you know, so I think that's the big takeaway. My personal takeaway was also we finally got a release date for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and again, I'll take any gameplay I can get from Monster Hunter Wilds for the time being, but that's all I really had to say about it. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about that show down below. The official show has come and gone, but you know, the season goes on. We'll have the Microsoft Game Showcase to live stream tomorrow morning, so check it out here as I live stream my reaction to it. Thank you everybody for sticking around. Keep leveling up and take care.